Hello there. Oh my god, this does it every time. It gives me a black screen on the fade in. Hello there, everybody. It's me, No Name Moments of Boar. Joined again by Point, Clarius Gaming.
Evening.
And I'm back with more OUTBRK. So yeah, doing another offline chase. Last time I chased the scenario, or we chased the scenario called Touch and Goes. I got 2 intercepts, about 15k. Um, and yeah, got a good location on the maximum tornado width of that tornado, and that's going to be really good for the Discord group because we want to measure the wind speeds of that one and see how high they get, which is going to be my aim next time. Try to drop a probe straight center of that thing and see what's actually rated. Um, right now, we're going to check out what this offline scenario is and if it's any good or not. If it's good, we'll go for it, and if it's not good, we'll not. Um, I'll be honest though, if it's the EF5 scenario, I might not chase it. I might actually back out and save that one for trying to do with a group. So, I kind of don't want to do that one on my own, if that makes sense. I think that would be really, really fun. I would say really fun with a group, but it would also mean that I kind of have to like organize everything myself. But outside of that, there are multiple other scenarios where it's like, okay, I want to investigate this tornado more. I want to investigate this tornado more. Um,
I mean, if it is the year 5 one, you could pre-scout it, I guess, to try and find some good location to hit it.
yeah, that is true. Not, but well, okay. I think everyone knows the location of or the exact location, drop the probe on that one, but I've never gotten that one, and I keep not
Wow.
getting it. The game absolutely refuses to give it to me.
Just bad luck, hey?
Yep.
Initializing atmosphere.
Okay, I know this one. This is one I've already played. So if I take a look at scenario list, which one is this? Scenario 6 Mountain Pass. I'm gonna skip. There is a location I'd like to, or an intercept location I'd like to confirm on this one. This is good for money. I'm thinking about, oh god, I'm so far away though. No, I'm skipping.
Reroll.
Yep, re-rolling. I will say, if I had been closer, I would have done it. I think that's the decision. I think the fact that it put me so far away from where the action takes place is the reason I'm like, I don't think I will. That's a long drive to get down to where I'd want to be. Um, if it had put me closer, I would have done it. But I have ideas of as to where I actually want to drop the probes on that one, and would want to demonstrate that at some point of good probe drops. That being said, the tornadoes are very thin, so it's very difficult to get like an exact probe drop on them. Oh wait, no, that's that's online chasing, which I'm gonna do offline. Just here and now, at this weird hour of night.
What you mean?
Yeah.
It's 9 a.m. pretty much.
You British people. Oh, you Brits.
Well, at least I got called a person this time.
Alright. Let's try again. Let's try again. These will also serve as a test to see if not streaming these episodes raises their quality, makes them better. Or not streaming this, because I think the streams might have been like really screwing me over. I might move the streams to YouTube because I've or not YouTube. I might move them over to Twitch because I've noticed YouTube just has. It seems like Twitch encoding's probably a little bit better than YouTube's. Um, I have noticed that especially with like the Kerbal streams too. Um, but like I did try to decrease frame rate to see if that would solve it, and although it did solve the encoding overload issues, it doesn't seem to have solved the other issues. So,
Yeah, like streams don't tend to like large amounts of moving particles.
yes. And a game about weather and tornadoes is
Particle
every
galore.
moving part. Yeah, it is every moving particle. It's every moving particle you can think of. What is rain? What is hail? What is wind? What are clouds? What are tornadoes? This game is just yes in terms of how many moving particles it has. All right. Ooh, okay. This one. What is this one again? Tree Spiral. I got Tree Spiral. Oh, I love this one. All right,
Why
so
is it called Tree Spiral?
you'll see.
Oh no.
You'll see why it's called Tree Spiral. This one's fun. Um, okay, so what I'm not gonna do is the main tornado chase. I have a very specific spot I want to put my probe in. I'm going to put my probe in that spot. Actually, let me see exactly where it is. Because we have it documented, and my whole approach is going to be to get as close as possible to that spot. And I'm also going to try to get a tornado report, roughly when it's at that spot too. Which means I actually probably can get a tornado report earlier on in its path. But yeah, I have like a exact spot map marked out on the map. Let me go to it. So somewhere back here, I believe it's on this one. Yes. Um, we do it. Kind of have to drive. I have time. I have time to position. Is it? I think it's on. Oh, come on. On the road. On the road, please. Thank you. It's on this side, right? Kind of have this mountain here. That little hill there. Raise there. Got stuff over here, which is that. So it's right there's the spot I want.
I don't think you're on the road currently.
Nope. All right. Marker set. That is my target.
So I'm assuming it's called Tree Spiral because it goes straight through a forest.
Yeah.
Or two.
Wait, this is kind of the roller coaster road, except that for whatever reason the road just kind of clips through the terrain. They probably should fix that. This is actually a really difficult road to go. This is effectively a one-way road because the cars do so terrible on non-road that you can't actually climb it.
Oh well, it could be worse. It could be Stormworks where it's literally just painted terrain.
Yeah. That's fair.
I have rolled many trucks in Stormworks.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the goal now is to get to that very, very specific location. Um, I might drop like slightly inboard of that, but I'm unsure. That's about the location I want to be in, as far as I can tell. I think that's either a direct core hit or at least close to a direct core hit. And that's what I want. This is one of the scenarios I have been actively seeking out. My question is, do I take the highway over there and then drop down? No, I don't think I do. I think I need to get down onto probably this road. Right? Yeah. does eventually take me straight to a gas station. That is assuming that I have the fuel to make it there. Which is certainly an assumption. That'll be tight. That'll be tight. I might have to go to this gas station, then move to the final location. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Alright, so I don't want to drop... The other thought is I drop south now to here, and then this is the gas station. Well, I hit this gas station, then this gas station.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's...
looks like you've got. It looks like a decent amount of time before the tornado, so if you have to take a longer route, you should be fine.
Yeah. I think I'll do that. I think I'll go this gas station, then this gas station. So if I recall...
They need an upgrade.
Yeah.
They need an upgrade of just external fuel tank.
Yeah, so if I recall correctly, it's this storm that produces the tornado, not this one. This one does have rotation, but I think this one kind of comes up, produces the tornado. Actually, this one... Yeah, I think this one produces the tornado, and initially it's at sea. It first produces a water spout. Oh, I am one, two, Yeah, I'm one road off. I'm one road off where I need to be. So, I'm gonna move over at the next grid. Roads are very gridded over here. Although I probably actually want to move over sooner rather than later. Made a inefficient route choice, but oh well.
Could be worse.
I will give this car's fuel capacity credit though. It's very nice. So the next turn I want to make and go south. The issue is acceleration. So maybe the van has a higher like sustained top speed but a slower acceleration.
That would make sense.
Maybe that's why. I think the hatchback's got a... Hatchback might have the best acceleration in the game. Maybe it might be the other car. It might... These vehicles might all kind of be a balance of that. Yeah, so that's rotation right there. Actually, I forget if this produces something or not. I don't think this one does. I think it's the southern one that does. This northern one just doesn't. What's Cape? Okay, that's Cape. We're sucking it all up here. Oh, come on, stay on the road. So yeah, the storms are sucking up all the Cape here, but it's very strong here. I don't know why it takes that long to produce an absolute monster, but okay.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the best, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah. So it looks like this storm's rotation is kind of dying out now. It is severe warn though, but this is the big one. So after I get the probe down, I probably will try to chase what I can from that storm. But otherwise not. All right, come on, let me refuel. Let me refuel.
It's stop time.
Yep. If I got, if I get a really good spawn on this, it's probably very easy to get to that location very quickly, but oh well, this is still pretty easy. So pit stop there, and then head to the specific location. Alright, so I want to go this way. Actually, if I take a look at the surface, that's not a great pit stop thinking about it more. I might actually want to shift over to this one. I think this road is the one I want to be on in order to get back here. You could, no, too mountainous. I think this road's better. Yeah, this is just beeline for the spot. Yeah, so I'll probably drop south here, then do this. Or I'll check my fuel situation. I might drop to here and then go. Actually, I still think this is the most optimized route, unless you want to go down one of these roads.
I mean, once you know where all the drop locations are, you can start making optimized routes from spawns, etc.
Yeah,
Start
well,
planning
spawns are
those.
every gas station, so spawn at a random gas station on the map. So. Okay, we're at 96, that's good. I think it's pretty fast. 97, 98. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done, SUV. We are in a downhill. We're peaking at 99. We are flirting with 99.
Come on, break 100.
We're not. We're not going to.
Ah.
They should add a sports car to this game. Like, I don't know.
It's really lightweight,
Yeah.
so it will be picked up by tornadoes at quite a distance, but
Imagine a Ferrari in this game or something like that. Or a Lamborghini or something. It's just like, oh my god, you can go insanely fast to any location, but all the hail damage on your car is going to be hilariously expensive. God, imagine a storm. Imagine a storm chasing Ferrari. Yes. But it doesn't cost too much from your end total. That would be really funny if they added just like some form of sports car, and that's basically what it is. It's like, oh yeah, no, this car is insanely fast. But yeah, you gotta pay a lot more for hail damage. Have fun. I do think I'm going to stop at this gas station and then try to head over here. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this route and then back here. I think it's just easier to go to this gas station than around than it is here and then there. Yeah, I think this is the quicker route. Is that less overall distance? I don't know. I have to add this to it anyway. I don't know. I think this might actually be less overall distance because then I'm just doing this and this. This. Although, this thing does take a while to accelerate, so maybe this is the right route. Just so I can stay at full speed for a lot longer.
Would a tracked vehicle be better in any shape or way? Because like you off-road capability.
That would be interesting. I know back in the like, what was it, the 70s, I believe, there was a thought to use surplus Shermans as tornado intercept vehicles.
No, use a half track. Just no, don't use. Why?
Well, the thought was it's armored, so armored against debris. It's heavy, so it's difficult to pick up. So.
But it's a Sherman.
Yeah, it's an M4 Sherman.
Low.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, if your goal is to get inside a tornado with it, I think they might have been planning them as probes too, so. Like, you drive the Sherman in and kind of leave it there. I don't know if they were still expected to be crewed. It didn't happen, though.
Who would win, Sherman versus EF5?
I mean, there are people who've designed cars that can go into tornadoes safely. There's not many of them, and they cost a couple $1 million, but they exist.
Who would win, Sherman versus EF5?
Like, there is a car that can be in an EF5 tornado that exists. It's called TIV2.
Nice.
It is the only one in existence that can be in an EF5 and survive, though. So, it's
Well,
not
it's
really
rated
enough.
for EF5.
Yeah, it's rated for EF5. It's not actually been in one yet. It's been in an EF4, but it's not been in a 5.
You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to go, yes, I'm gonna go park in that. I'm going to park in a tornado with the highest damage rating possible.
Indeed.
You gotta be. You're just a special kind of crazy to do that.
Um, yeah, no, the guy who currently owns it actually follows me on Twitter because he put googly eyes on it at one point, and I commented on that. Like, all right, who put googly eyes on the Tiv? Although I've heard that there's a Tiv 3 under construction by the original maker of Tiv 2, so yeah, that
So
might be
okay.
that might be equal or stronger than Tiv 2. Then there's Tiv 1, which is a weaker version of Tiv 2. I think Tiv 1 is rated up to like EF2, maybe
Alright.
EF3, but I think EF2. I think yeah, Tiv 1 is EF2 rated. Then there's Reed Timmer's Dominators, which Dom 1 is probably like EF1 capable. Um, maybe low end EF2. I think EF1. Dominator 2 I think is more like EF2 capable.
Ah,
Um, EF1, EF2 capable. Yeah, Dom 1 might be like you want to keep it a little bit out of the center of tornadoes. Dom 2 I think is like EF2 or EF1, EF2 capable. Dominator 3 is EF3 capable. So.
maybe by the time you get to Dominator 5, you might be EF5 rated.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, he hasn't built a new one in a decade, so.
Ah. Still chase storms though?
Yeah. It's Reed Timmer. That dude's gonna chase storms forever. He's gonna chase storms until he dies, which, who knows how long that is. Who knows how far that is out.
Fair point.
Okay, so I need to get the probe over here. Actually, last year he did get a... Dominator 3 is still out. Dominator 3 still drives every year. Well, not every year. There was a while where it wasn't driving, but it's been pretty active like these past couple years. You got it working again past last year. I actually got Dominator 1 working again last year and took it out. Or had another guy take it out, not him. But it didn't do too much, and after that, it wasn't seen again. Jason, so... I think Dominator 1 had a lot of issues. Like, a lot of its stuff was very old, so... Or pretty old and kind of decaying,
So
so...
it's like it's not worth repairing slash upgrading it to current spec because you just can't handle it.
Yeah. Yeah, Dominator 3 is actually still getting some upgrades over time, because that's kind of his main chase vehicle now. The Dominator 2 is the one that's just really not out anymore. It's still in existence. He still owns it. It's still in his garage. The issue with it... I'm gonna put my probe by this tree. The issue with Dominator 2 is it doesn't start right now, so it needs like major repairs.
I mean, engine not starting should be a fairly simple fix.
Yeah. But it's also
The
just kind of
question is, what damage happened to it to cause it to not start?
well, it's not run in like... I think the issue is it didn't run in like a decade, so... Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's something where it's like, oh
Turn
yeah,
your
no, that thing
engines
sat
over
there for
for
decades,
a
so...
week. Like, just turn your engines over for a few minutes every week. Be fine.
Yeah, so that's what's with Dominator 2. Dominator 1 somehow still worked despite being like a year or two older. And Dominator 3 is only like a couple years younger than them, but he's kept that thing in pretty good shape outside that one time he hit a deer with it.
Tornado vehicle versus deer. I think the tornado vehicle probably wins.
I mean, I would say it won, but its tornado intercepting abilities were compromised. The deer kind of punched through the armor.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay.
Yep. The deer, speed that their armor was compromised. Okay, so this road is apparently dangerous as far as I'm aware. I'll go to this gas station, but I don't really want to stay at this gas station.
Another quick pit stop. Might as well refuel.
Yeah, this tornado like spawns like near this gas station. The probe's down. I'll chase the rest of this normally now. Well, of course I'll have to go meet it again, but yeah, it's still taking a while to come up. Yeah, I really don't think you're getting the probe in that forest unless you like do it at the start of the scenario. So you do kind of have to compromise your other probe intercepts, which there are multiple good locations. You could probably get 3. But my hope is to get 1 really good value intercept. And hope that I'm like really, really close to the exact center of this thing. Yeah, no, there's like really cool video from last year of Dominator 3 getting a tornado intercept. If you want to look that one up, that visually it's probably the most impressive tornado intercept so far. It's not the strongest though. Civ 2 has a stronger one.
Again, crazy people decide, yes, I'm going to go park inside the tornado.
Yeah, Reed Timmer counts as a crazy person, I'd agree. Reed Timmer is very much a crazy person. Admittedly, Reed Timmer is also somebody who has gotten really close to tornadoes in regular cars, so.
You know when we say crazy person? Crazy person.
Oh, he's actually no, he's gotten too close to tornadoes in rental cars.
I don't think the rental companies were too happy about that comment.
I think there is like a specific rental office he's banned from in a county somewhere. Like there's one county or one town where he cannot rent cars from a specific company.
What did he do? It's better all. What did he do? It's probably better to ask what didn't he do.
Yeah.
Where's the car? It's over there.
I think there's one instance I can think of where I would say it technically counts that he drove a rental car into a tornado.
Lovely.
But yeah, if you ever have a Discovery show you want to watch, old season of Storm Chasers are pretty good.
I think I've seen maybe 1 or 2 seasons of them.
Okay, because that is like
1 or 2 not seasons, episodes. Because I'm vaguely remembering watching some sort of documentary channel, like program.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's gonna feature, you know, Tiv 2 and Reed Timmer in it. Well, Reed Timmer's not with Tiv 2, Reed Timmer's with Dominator, but yeah.
I've got to go find, you know, Noose. Got to go, you know, actually subscribe to whatever their online system is, I guess, because I don't.
Yeah.
I still need to catch up on the new seasons of Bear Crash Investigation first.
That's fair.
Are they on season 23 or something now?
Yeah, it's quite fun to talk about, you know, Reed Timmer and Sean Casey. Sean Casey's the builder of Tiv 2, but he sold it as of late, so.
Yeah.
Or he sold it to Ryan Shepard, who's the current owner. Who's cool. I'll give Ryan Shepard a cool pass. And I really, really hope he gets like a really visually impressive intercept like Spalding. But you know, Reed Timmer this year didn't get like a visually impressive intercept. He had a lot of oh god, the tornado's in front of us, we have to drive into it, not, oh, we are in perfect position to get hit by this thing.
Yeah.
You know, in real life, you don't have to play or in real life, you can't play the scenario meta. Unless you, like, get a Groundhog's Day type event, but okay. When I say Groundhog's Day...
If you're at a Groundhog Day type event, you have a slight problem.
Yeah. You're stuck in the time loop, and the only way to get out is to intercept that tornado with a tornado intercept vehicle.
That just sounds cool. The first thing I do if I figured out I'm in a Groundhog Day is go check the Euro Millions.
Oh hey, nice, we got a tornado warning over here. I am in a tornado warning in this game now.
That's good.
I'm hoping that I get a good probe here. Hoping that I get a good probe. I've tried to get it as spot on as possible. Okay, so if I recall correctly, this one has a water spout over the ocean, and then takes a while to produce again. I'm gonna stop about here. Anything on the port? No. So, I'm trying to remember where this one drops. Yeah, because the tornado warning here. I think this is the couplet. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this something where I can just like kind of run over the coast and see it? Maybe. I might need to be at a different location for that. I'm gonna go closer to the coast. Gonna go drive my car off a cliff. No.
Seems like a bad idea.
Got a bunch of used car batteries in the back. Gonna chuck them off the cliff into the water. Why is that even a meme? Why is that even a meme? Like, why is chucking used car batteries into a cliff a meme? I've never, or not off a cliff, into the ocean a meme. I've never gotten that one.
Oh, someone's got to electrify the eels.
Oh.
At least, well, I saw, like, an Australian take on that. Someone's got to charge the eels.
That was lightning. At one point, apparently they had lightning damage in this game, and then they had to remove it because too many players kept getting struck.
Okay.
It was bad. Lightning damage was bad for game balance, apparently.
Removed lightning damage due to being too good.
Okay, so there is a wall cloud over there. It is walling and clouding. Alright, let's get back on the road.
There's also the Company of Heroes theme, heavy mortar on standby. That is completely irrelevant to the chase, but it's because I'm thinking of sticking 4 mortars on a thing I'm working on.
Oh god.
Oh,
You're playing, what game is that again?
Terror Attack.
Yeah. You should build a tornado intercept vehicle in Terror Attack.
I mean, that's just make an armored brig.
I mean, I guess that means you need tornadoes in Terror Attack.
We don't even have water. Again, the devs are pretty good. They're pretty chill. It did take them 5 years to add a global map, but, you know, I won't hold it against them.
Tornado intercept vehicle, but it's actually a Soviet air-to-air missile. That was a horrendous joke, and I'm surprised you haven't got it yet. Unless you have.
Trying to figure it out. I don't know the air to airs though. I
No,
am not getting
tornado
it.
intercept vehicle.
Oh! Oh! You! I was going for like, is that a missile designation? Because
No,
I
it's
immediately went SA2, like
no,
SA2s and the
it's
sidelines and stuff. I was like, no, you're talking about like.
that was awful. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, there were other tornado intercept vehicles. There was like a former NASCAR driver who made one, and then drove it into a tornado once, and then it just kind of vanished. Like, I mean, it survived the tornado. It
I was
worked,
saying,
but
did
like,
it survive the tornado?
yeah, it survived the tornado. It worked fine, but like, nobody knows where it went to after that.
Would a NASCAR be pretty decent?
Well, it wasn't a NASCAR. It was a NASCAR driver who
Well,
decided to
if you
go.
think about it, if you take a just straight up took a NASCAR, is that a pretty good tornado intercept thing?
Well, I mean, it's got a roll cage. That's probably good. It's definitely designed for a lot of forward downforce, which is not necessarily what you'd want. You want
Well, look at the
downforce, but like forward downforce is probably not. Oh, hey, there's the wall cloud. Um, maybe only in one direction while it's moving is maybe not the best thing when you kind of need downforce from all sides.
yeah,
Um,
fair.
it does have a roll cage, but the outside is sheet metal. So I'm gonna say it's not great. Um,
I mean,
I would say this, and of course, you know, you're not act. Part of the thing that tornado intercept vehicles do is they try to keep as much air from getting underneath the vehicle as possible. The
yeah,
good
makes
thing is
sense.
that NASCARs do have a system. I think there's a kind of a tube on the inside, which lets air that gets under the vehicle escape out the top and like lift a flap to provide some extra downforce to prevent them from flipping. I don't think that's gonna help them much, in this instance, because it's, you know, outside of their usual environment. The roll
What?
cage is very good. The driver safety stuff is very good, so, you know, that might help. But what's probably gonna happen is the NASCAR is going to be flipped or picked up and flipped, and then, you know, tossed around, rolled, or thrown very violently. Now, they're well enough engineered with good crumple zones that there is a very reasonable chance that that's enough to keep the driver alive, but the main thing I'd be concerned about is the sheet metal being perforated by a shit ton of debris.
It's a decent tornado intercept vehicle.
It would,
Once.
yeah, it, it would be better at protecting you from a tornado than a commuter car. That is what I will say.
It's possible to intercept a torpedo with it.
A tornado. It might be possible to intercept a tornado in a field with it once, is what I am saying, and survive. With probably injured, but alive. I would not expect the experience to be pleasant. I will say that. Oh hey, look at that. That is a
It's
funnel cloud.
it's fun. Well,
Um, but yeah, for an actual tornado, you want something that, or tornado intercept vehicle, you want something that's armored, and you want something that can prevent as much air from getting below the vehicle as possible, which is usually how they're designed. Um,
yeah.
Unfortunately, that's also really hurt ground clearance on a lot of them, so, yeah. A lot of them don't have good ground clearance, which means if they wind up stuck in a ditch, it's really bad. Um, oh hey, that's a tornado now. Believe, I believe I can kind of get closer to this one. Because I know it's rough path, so. But yeah, there were a couple other tornado intercept vehicles. There's, I think, like there's some acronym. It starts with UDA or UDAT, UTAV, something like that. UTAV, something like that. There's some acronym starting with U. I'd have to look it up. Or basically a couple other guys were trying to on their own design a tornado intercept vehicle, obviously inspired by the one seen in Storm Chasers like Tiv 2 and Dominator 2.
Yeah.
It looked like if you got Tiv 2 from Wish.com, I will say that.
All right. We
Um,
have Tiv 2 at home.
yeah. I would not describe it as pretty, but it didn't really get to do anything because they crashed it and ran out of money to fix it.
Oh.
So I think it got
Oops.
scrapped. And there was another one called Dorothy, which a university built, and it was only designed to like get into like the outer circulation, so close but not quite in.
We made a tornado thing honest.
Yeah. Um, but that one I think they converted it into like more of like a winter storm chasing vehicle eventually, or something where they send it up north and it's no longer a tornado chasing vehicle. It's more for like, cold weather now.
Fair enough.
So that's kind of the history of storm chasing vehicles as far as I'm aware. Or not storm chasing vehicles, tornado intercept vehicles. Storm chasing vehicles, a lot of those are just normal cars. Although apparently don't use a Prius for storm chasing.
Why?
Let's just say there is footage out there of a storm chasing Prius getting struck by lightning, which caused the Prius to stop working, and then the guy spent a year trying to fix the thing. Most of a year trying to fix it. And that footage is taken by another Prius, or another storm chasing Prius, that a year later would get hit by a tornado.
And I'm assuming destroyed.
Yeah. Thankfully it kept the occupant alive, but yeah. It's really weird to look at that first footage of the Prius getting struck by lightning and then realize that of the two Prius in this video, that's the one that survived longer. Oh, there it is crossing the road. That's actually that's actually really, really good to know. Right about there, where it crosses the road. If I can get a good estimation on that exact point right there, ow. That'll be excellent. I think I want to parallel it. Maybe. It would be a risky parallel here.
Risky for a biscuit.
Yeah, I'll parallel it. Great. It's starting to lift anyway. It's starting to weaken anyway. Ow. Expert. I got a Steam achievement for expert photographer. Okay. So let's see. It is not this road that the next one spawns on. And this road, as far as I'm aware, is safe.
Probably.
Yeah, I've done this road before. It's safe. I think the tornado might have gotten a little close at that intersection, but otherwise it's okay. Yeah, I will be honest though. If somebody were to give me a bunch of money, I would so try to fund a tornado intercept vehicle. And like, stable, a bunch of money and then a stable amount of incoming money. I would so fund a tornado intercept vehicle. Like, trust me on that. I would absolutely love to own one of those.
Fair enough.
Like, that would be my dream car. Fuck all the sports cars. I want a TIV.
So, my dream car is, well, not for starters, not a car. It's a what do we call it? You know, you know what a mobile home is, right? You guys got RVs basically.
Yeah.
Basically, making one of those that would actually work on British roads.
Ah.
So, because we have essentially, I could sort of try. It's not just like a direct van conversion, but it's kind of like built on a van chassis. So it's about the size of a van, but it's actually like a custom hull with like extra top height and like a little storage box over the cab. Um, and it's an actually decent, caravanning thing, I'd say. Actually, decent vehicle. It's not just we've we've taken a van and stuck some windows in it, sort of thing that I've seen around. I want to take one of those, get a hybrid version of one of them, and then just rip out all the internals and turn it into a little mobile fortress.
Okay. That'd be kind of neat. Okay, tornado reported. So this tornado is pretty soon going to stop being a tornado. Actually, I'm gonna move again. I'm gonna move one more time. Getting lower on fuel. At some point, I'm gonna need to stop by a gas station, probably before getting the probe. I will say right now, not this one. Not this one not that yet. That might be the one I stop at. Not yet. Not yet. There's a good reason for the not yet. That gas station might want, some good insurance. That one's still on the ground. I only have 5 photos left. Okay, I'll save them. Gotten a lot of that one.
What's this, disposable film?
Apparently. I am going to do is I am going to park on this intersection. Okay. Tornado is apparently still there. I see it. It's a little dust cloud now. It no longer exists. So I'm gonna hold off on my photos for the moment. Until the main event starts. Hey, would you look at that right there? Hello there. Hello there.
Speaking of the main event.
Yeah. Speaking of the main event, so basically that one lifted, and I did a rotation handoff, I believe. So the rotation here kind of went away, and it went into the rotation here.
Makes sense.
So when the report triggers, or when the tornado report triggers, I'll start it here. Here is the main event. This is the tree spiral tornado. Right now it is on the ground, over there. Yep. Was it's a nice little weak funnel. I believe this one does head like straight for the gas station. I'm gonna pull a little bit forward so I can see the gas station.
So you say things are destructible. Does that include the gas stations?
I think so, but I've not seen like too heavy of damage other than, oh wait, we've just been hit by a tornado, we're not going to serve you anymore. But this one's weak enough, it doesn't really do anything to it.
Ah,
That will probably still be the gas station I go to before I pick the probe up, but, you know. Obviously not right now. Actually, I kind of want to get a photo of this tornado hitting the gas station. Well, I think it's technically a near miss, but still. And then I'm gonna save the next tornado report. Yeah, so about there. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is there's a little corner up ahead, and I'm gonna drive up to that. As far as I'm aware, that's a pretty good spot to watch what's about to unfold. You can see it's getting a little stronger now. Okay, this scenario has been a little longer. This recording's already at 50 minutes and it's not over yet. Yeah, I felt like this one had a lot more time than the other one. This one gives you more time to position than the previous one does. Because on the last one, on the previous episode, it would be over by now. The episode itself will have ended by now.
not including, the whole chase and everything.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna report this yet.
So
There's the forest over there.
Guessing there's bonus points for reporting it when it's stronger.
No. What I'm trying to do is when I report it, it gives an exact location on the map.
Ah, which
Like
you
there,
can then
there,
use
and
to
there.
find accept points.
Yeah. So my thought is, if I wind up reporting these tornadoes when they're over planned intercept points, well, suddenly the game's just told me exactly where the tornado is. And then next time I get the scenario, it's like, well, go to this exact point, and drop a probe right here.
Makes sense. Wonder what he was doing earlier.
I'm gonna get closer. Try to keep the tornado in frame. This was, I think, the second scenario I ever did. Yeah, this was the second scenario I ever did, and I did see this one. I don't think I took in how cool it was at the time. Okay, yeah, this place actually has pretty good visibility.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the early days where everyone was kind of what's it called?
Clueless.
No one knew like exact defined paths, so everyone was doing genuine good luck storm chasing.
Yeah, and admittedly, those days are probably going to return at some point when they start adding new scenarios in.
Yeah.
Eventually the scenario meta is going to be harder and harder to pull off unless you play the game religiously. Although, admittedly, still having the scenario meta on some of the scenarios is probably still a good idea. But it will get to a point where it's not scenario meta on every scenario anymore. Yeah, sure, grab a photo here. How's the rain which I'm in? Will this pass? I think it might get a little worse, actually, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. I think I can get out of these more severe rain bands if I'm a little bit further back. You don't want to be on this road. This road will, it's possible to be on that road. Okay, that looks to be about as far back as I can go. Alright. So, there it is. Currently it's weak. It is about to hit the trees. There goes a tree. Well, top of the tree. There goes some more trees. This is probably a pretty cool point to get a photo at. So I have one photo left in the camera. That being said, I am going to time my report.
Okay,
Very
so I'm just
intentionally.
thinking, I'm just trying to think, I'm overthinking, why would they use disposable film? And then my brain came to the conclusion of, well,
Maybe the digital cameras just have a limited space. Now you're starting to
right,
see why
also,
this
also,
scenario has the name I gave it, right?
so, yeah, 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 makes sense. That's a lot of trees. No, because I mean, like disposable cameras, unless you get an extremely expensive one, they have like the vertical. What's it called? That thing where they distort moving images. Whereas you can. It's simpler to not have that problem with a film camera, basically.
It looks like this tornado almost stalls at some point. About here. So yeah, this is why this scenario is called Tree Spiral.
What's that? It just keeps getting worse. That is an awful lot of trees.
That's a lot of trees, yep.
Goodbye, forest. Oh, I forgot to eat breakfast.
Effective deforestation. Okay, so
Well, I guess it's deforestation. I mean, it's not destroying the trees. They're just being relocated rather rapidly.
yep. I'm getting a picture of that. I am gonna try to time the report still. Report now. So good to know. That spot on the map is apparently good. Which is right by where I put my probe.
Hey.
So yeah, it's hit the end of the forest and it starts widening here.
It's not done with its destructive tendencies.
Yep. So there it goes. I can't get any more photographs of it. Because my film's out, but yep, there it goes. It's done with the trees, so yeah, it seems to reach its widest point at the very, very end of the forest. So I'm
Quite a
hoping
chunky,
that I got a really good intercept on that.
it's quite a chunky tornado, isn't that one?
Yep. UF1, let me get back in the car. Oh, a 9867. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. You know. I need to go to a gas station, but now I have witnessed the end of this one from about this location before, so. But yeah, there it goes.
Nothing special
For
to you.
anyone wanting to see, there it goes. 9867's not bad, not bad, not bad. I might be able to get a little bit more exact of an intercept next time, but that's pretty close. That's pretty close to what I'd want.
Yeah.
The 9867 is actually pretty high value, so that was probably pretty close to the core of this one. Um, but it does look like it widens like as it leaves the forest, so you know. Yep. All right. Anyway, I am going to first of all go to a gas station, then go pick up my probe. I don't trust that I have the field left to pick up that probe. Anyway, that is the scenario done. So once that tornado goes away, which I think it's either has or is close to, once that tornado picks back up, its scenario's over. Uh, yeah, I'll probably drive up to that probe, or close to that probe, show the score I got on the map, and then show, where the tornado report is. That tornado
Yeah.
report right there. So I don't, just to check, it did lift, right? Oh, hey, no, I do get one more tornado report over there. Cool. Um, yeah, if we do some image editing, we can probably like align some of these images of tornado reports up and get an idea as to how this one travels. Um, two more times running this scenario should be enough to accurately predict this tornado, I think. Or
Meanwhile,
accurately.
tornado researchers are very jealous of you because that would be so helpful for them.
So helpful. Oh yeah, we can just make you time travel back to this day and relive it again, and with your current knowledge. Oh hey, we can make you time travel to this day again. Make you do it again with your current knowledge.
Oh,
That'd
hey,
be...
we can make you time travel.
Anyway, you guys still open? Hey, they're still open.
Hey, don't worry, the Waffle House is still open. You're fine.
Hey, can I buy your best Minute Maid lemonade, please?
What's
What
a
are these?
Minute Maid lemonade? Never
It's
heard
a
of that.
it's a lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh, and a big jug of water would be nice too. Some combos.
We get a Twix.
Yeah, I can get Twix. Some candy bars, please. Go back here for some. Oh, I can go back here. I can go behind the desk. No, maybe some extra oil for my car. Thank you. Ah, thank you for that. Yeah, everything was perfectly normal here, right? Everything went fine. Just a little windy, correct? Totally, like, didn't get smacked by... This gas station totally didn't get smacked by a tornado or something.
Nah, couldn't have. That'd never happen.
You know what? Just be glad you aren't in South Bay. Glad you started business here, not in South Bay. That's South Bay. That's South Bay gas station. I know 2 tornadoes that hit that.
Oh.
In the 14 scenarios, that gets hit twice.
Bad
Actually,
day to be South
South
Bay.
Bay, I'm pretty certain gets either hit or near missed in like 4 scenarios.
Good to know. Just don't go to South Bay gas station.
I mean, if you wanna, go to the South Bay gas station, put your probe down at the South Bay gas station, then leave, that's perfectly acceptable. Oh, what are you leaving that here? Oh, it's just a meteorological instrument. Don't worry about it. We're just measuring the wind, seeing how it is. It's nothing to be worried about. You're not about to be smacked by a significant tornado.
Or 2.
Yeah. Depends on the scenario, but yeah. I mean, okay, it's only 1 in each scenario, but yeah, still. All right, so let's get out to the probe. That is a 9867. That is pretty good.
Oh, I just invented a two-way splitter.
Oh, nice. I don't know how important that is in Terratech, but nice.
Well, sorry, I basically take two. Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Get a screenshot now. Yeah, 9867 is a pretty good probe rating, though. Finally take that. I think this is about where I want to go off-road at. Yeah, I think that was pretty close to the core. I'm probably... That might have been a core. That might have been a core hit. Like, it might be, like, place on that tree or right around that tree. You know, take a few steps this way from that tree, take a step south from that tree, take a step north from that tree.
And you get a perfect core hit there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the location. I think base it off that tree. Right, I've just realized how much more hellish this is going to be to drive through now. Anyway, I want to actually, like... Actually, no. I should be able to still make it out of here. Um... that's a lot of extra tree that's in this location, don't you think?
Yeah, just a few.
Might have been removed from this location and put into this location.
There's
Actually,
rapidly
given some of those trees, it kind of looks like we're in the radius.
game or.
Yeah.
uh,
Actually, let me be in the car and get a photo here. Actually, if I can drive the car up to the probe, that would be good. Just to kind of like get an exact spot on this, but actually, you know what? There we go. Get out. So I have the value down. So, I distinctly remember putting my probe next to a tree as a landmark.
there is no longer a tree here. Yeah, I think you hit the center, or fairly
Yeah,
close
yeah.
to it.
We got that pretty good. Um, okay, I'm actually gonna take a few steps back. Actually, let me put a marker. Oh, I have a marker like right on the probe. So let me take a few steps back to just kind of show where everything is on the map. I just kind of don't want these to all interfere with each other. So, you know, that's where the probe is. That's where the tornado mark is. And then I'll try to get one of the tornado mark, but a lot more clear. Tornado marker. But yeah, I think using that tree as a reference point is going to be really good. Okay, cool. Rope picked up. I'm going to head back to the car. 9867 value is pretty good. It's probably more money to play this scenario conventionally, and then, you know, try for like 2 or 3 weaker intercepts where you get, you know, 4, 5, 6,000 than 1, 9,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was still pretty worth. Okay, so then I'm just gonna get rid of that marker. That I can just kind of go, okay, you know, here is exactly where the tornadoes were on the map. Discovered a potential issue that my SUV is not liking getting out of this situation. There we go. It's getting out.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So I want to take a look at the map. Now that my player marker is moved, it's covering less. That's the idea. Alright, so now get back to the road, get to a gas station, and end the chase. And see what rating this tornado got. Um, see what rating my car ride gets. What rating is my car ride on the EF scale? I don't know.
Uh, could be worse. You can still drive the car, so
Yes.
it can't be that bad.
Yeah, it can't be that bad.
You can, well, for the moment, you can still drive the car.
Yeah. Hey, I'm on the road again, so we're good. So yeah, probably right back to that gas station. I thought I saw something over there. That might have been rain. I'll be honest, when I look at this game, I look forward a lot and my neck kind of starts hurting, so I'm kind of getting to that state, which is when I'm like, I might not want to do another scenario. Um, but, you know, these are two of the ones I wanted to check
You checked
again,
off
and
2 of your lists,
yeah,
so
well, not only check off my list, but kind of like get better data on, which should give us more accurate tracks for the next time, especially if anyone wants to like layer the images together, like I did for one scenario, and not try to get, you know, perfect. All I gotta do now is not die in a traffic accident. Made that turn well, so. I just gotta not die in a traffic accident before I get to that gas station. And I get all these points, and there's also very good information gathered that apparently, like, that tree is where you want to put them. Or around that tree. Base it somewhere off of that tree. But I think this one... I'm curious what the highest win rating someone's gonna get on this one is, but I think it's gonna be around what I get, so... The pictures... 183. 183.
ooh.
Um... The 16664. That's probably close to its max. Um... Where did I get the photo? So that's the photo. I don't want to do help on Discord. So that confirms that that's an EF4. And I don't think I'm getting the extra miles an hour on that. So I think at this point, case closed. Tree spiral is an EF4.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm getting any more on that. Maybe if I place it a few paces back from the tree I did, but I think that's case closed. That
Just
was,
guaranteed
yeah,
EF4.
yeah, that was either a core or almost cored. So that was really close to being cored. Um, You know, we can probably set up a little net of probes around there next time, see if we can get a couple more miles an hour out of that, but I think that's confirmed to be about a 183. So, we're confirmed to be an EF4. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No7 with OUTBRK, joined by Point here.
Hey.
Um, Links to my Twitch and Discord will be down in the description. If you want either of those things, join my Discord for notifications of the videos. And I should probably go and live stream this on Twitch next time, and hope that the video quality is better. Anyways, with that, yeah. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.